make sure. Come on, Facebook. Come on. I love it. Come on, Facebook.
Hold on, everybody.
Okay, it's working. Cool. And then I'll do one more when we do the video that we're going to watch today, the tips. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, we came down a little bit in days of inventory, but we're still around a month. So I think all is well. It's the end of the month, so we have some closings going on that are adjusting our remaining days, but we did 81 listings yesterday. 27 of them were 400 and under. That's our sweet spot. That's where homes are cheaper than rent. Of course, based on the home that you want, but that's kind of the median. And we have 758 homes, 400,000 and under that are active. So that includes the 27 we listed. What else is going on? 81 homes, single families listed yesterday, 77 put under contract, and 72 closings, for a total of 3,116 homes that we actually have sold this month. And we are on an average of 130 per day. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days, how that's going to change. We shall see. Anyway, life is good. The non-owner occupied homes are flying off the shelf at 45 a day. So you learned yesterday how to market to them. And this will give you an idea of the market that you can serve, which is a huge chunk. It's 32% of the market. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Whoops, out she go. Good morning. Good morning. Anything else going on here? Oh, not quite. We're down a couple tenths of a percent on the $1 million homes sold. We're still doing over 4 a day, so that's cool. Last year we did 1 3/4, so all is well there. Okay, let's move on today and see what we're going to. What did I want to show you? I'll move over. Yesterday, we were talking about stats and new homes. And new homes are doing very well this year, as I showed you yesterday. And you'll see that the price of lumber has increased 377%, which is huge. And if you do the math here, last May, you could build 10 single-family units. Okay, that's 1,000 board feet. For $343 for the 1,000 board feet. Or you could build 10 single family units, and the board foot cost was, it's a little confusing. 1,000 board feet cost $343. Now you can only build 2 for that same, look at this, $1,635 per 1,000 board feet. So you can only build 2 homes for the same amount the lumber costs that you could build last May. So that is drastic. And that's why the price of the new homes are going to go up. This is, again, I didn't get a chance to put all those slides on the group, but I will do that when this show's over. I have time. The other thing I wanted to go before we do the tip is the tourism industry. And if you're talking to people and they want to know, well, what's going on with the tourists, you can tell them that, well, last August we had 1.5 million tourists visit here. But this past August, 2 months ago, we did 3 million. We doubled. And the hotel occupancy rate's up to 73%. Last year it was 43%. And the average room rate has gone up, supply and demand and so on and so forth. And the McCarran passengers was 1.7 million last August, and now it is 3.8 million. The auto traffic, it hasn't really changed that much. It went up pretty much in July. July was good for sales. It was good for tourism. It was a stellar month this year. Employment. Last year, we had 86,100 people employed in the casino industry, tourism industry, if you will. Now we have 94,400, and we still need more. And that's another slide for another day. The revenues last year were 594 million gross casino gaming revenue. And now we're almost at $1 billion. We're at 993 million. So our town is doing really well when it comes to our major industry. And that's good news to spread. You know, we don't want to be saying, we don't want to be the sky is falling, the sky is falling. It's not falling. No, it's not falling. Not at all. And the population growth by state. So from 2019 to 2020, we grew 1.54%. And we are number 3 in growth. Of all the 55 states, we're number 3 in growth. That's awesome. And you see, Florida is number 7. So anyway, lots of different numbers floating around, but we're always on the top. We're always on the top, close to it. Of course, all those people still moving to Idaho, right? All that land and snow. Okay. So, and here's something I just want to, if I can find my other one, I wanted to bring something to your attention. What did I do with it? I lost it. Okay. Remember last year it was 138 residents per day. Okay. That were moving here. And now it's 139 per day. And so we're increasing. And I would venture to say, in my crystal ball, if you will, that this number is going to increase. It's just going to increase as things loosen up around the country. So keep that in mind when you're talking. Again, these are positive points when you're talking to people, you know, who possibly want to move here and want to know about our great city. All right. So that was the first 8 minutes of the show. Now I want to spend, I think we've got a few minutes here to watch more tips from people who either are coached by Tom Ferry or their coaches. And this is a coach as well as I think she has a team. She's from Irvine, California, and recently moved to Dallas because Tom Ferry moved to Dallas. And I haven't heard that story yet, but when I hear it, if it's fun, I'll share it. Okay, so we're going to watch this today and listen carefully. You're going to get a lot of tips.
Down, you're a little tall. Hello.
Hey, Mary.
How are you? Nice to see you.
This is very personal right now. All right, so Mary, how long have you been coaching?
Over 30 years.
Over 30 years, and how many hours of coaching do you have now?
65,000 under my belt.
65,000, so 10,000 hours to mastery. That makes you like 6.5 times. What the? Super coach. All right, so you're going to share some things that your clients are doing that are causing them to win. So talk to us.
Well, it's actually taking a turn or a spin off of like what one of our coaching clients, Glenda Baker does. And it's how to increase more exposure to your past clients' database. So most people, they send...
your past clients' database. All right, so not to your past clients, but you're trying to influence all the people that they know, like, trust, etc.
And it's interesting because most people, when they do closing gifts or they do like a drop-by gift or something like that, they do it person to person. But if they mail it, you get better exposure. Because if you look at Glenda Baker, one of the great things that she does is when she gets a referral, she'll send off cookies, brownies, a really sexy looking box. And it's people always take a picture of it and then they put it on Facebook. And then that exposes your database, their database to you. So like somebody looks at that and says, well, my agent didn't give me those cookies.
My agent didn't send me pot brownies.
Yeah, exactly.
I just had to say it.
She does super important to add to that.
What's
so,
that?
Glenda, I owe you a public apology. I was away, and my kids got the cupcakes when I wasn't home. They ripped the box open, and they ate them. And I got back, and I said, how am I going to post? She's going to hate me and think like I didn't acknowledge it.
Did you not get a picture of it?
No, because they ate it while I was on vacation.
You know, Glinda, she sent me a box of brownies, and it was great because it's like they lasted one day in the household with Devin and Maxwell and
of
Sandra.
course,
They ate them up, but I did get a picture of them, and I put them on Facebook.
So
And
it's basically a way to expand your brand. We used to talk about it a long time ago as coaches. We would say, if you're going to send a closing gift, send it to the person at their office where, 15 or 20 or 80 teammates would also see it. Do you find that to still be viable or no?
Michael Franco. Hello, Michael Franco.
Michael Franco, New York City in the house.
We all know him so well. When he works with attorneys, he'll go and put like a big basket of fruit, something that like it's not flowers, but something that eating, and the basket comes into the office, and then all the other attorneys see it, and they want that. So it's like exposing your database. So yes, it definitely works that way.
All right, love it. So tell everybody what you do now. Professionally.
Oh, well.
I was going to say personally, Mary.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I am the president of Coaching Services International, and I live in Irvine, but I also live in Dallas now, too. So I'm dual.
Yes. So Mary's in charge of basically all of our coaches, for all of our coaches out there, and all of our, the coaches all know, and then of course for our coaching clients. I took the best coach on the planet, meaning retention, numbers, all the things you do for your clients, and she's helped us operationalize this across all of our world-class coaches. So I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love it. All right. Who's up next? I got, there we go. Patrick. This is always fun because I go from, Mary Jett, Carrie Craig, who I've known forever, Carrie Emery, who I've known forever, right? And then I knew him the day he was born. Yes, my older brother.
Yes.
All right, what do you got for us, Pia?
I just want to share my favorite coach success in the last 30 days. Okay, so this one is awesome. So shout out to Adnan Faraz up in Toronto. Okay, so he says to me, "Hey Patrick, I made $240,000 in GCI this last weekend."
Yeah.
And I was like, awesome. Tell me about how this went. Right. And he's like, this is a game changer. But it was very simple. Okay. So he was like, look, I have a nurse, single mom. She wants to get a townhome next to the hospital. And she said, and he was like, look, we're in Toronto, inventory super low. So he was like, here's what I did. I did the letter, but this is like way outside his comfort zone. So he goes, he does the door knock, drops the letter, gets the seller. Now here's where it gets interesting. Okay, because Adnan's awesome. So shout out, buddy.
But what's the letter?
No. Let's get to the good part. So he says,
who's in control here? Okay.
Of course, in Toronto, for my U.S. friends in Toronto, commissions are very compressed. They got these weird commission rates. So he meets the seller. The seller says yes. Adnan says great. They start talking about the client, and then the seller says, well, how much are you going to charge me? Adnan goes 6%. The guy goes, I guess, I'm not going to do that. And Adnan goes, no MLS, no photos, no open house, no buyers. I'll control the terms. I'll put everything together. This is going to be the easiest transaction. We'll make it happen. 6%. The guy goes, okay. Boom. Now, next, then.
It's called convenience.
Yes, exactly. So you've been talking a lot about the iBuyer model and what that marketing message is and the certainty. And it was like convenient, easy, stress-free, boom. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude, that's amazing. Then he goes, it's even better. That was Saturday. Then Sunday, he has a doctor client of his who wants to buy 2 properties in one community. Does the same thing, or I'm sorry, on Sunday. Goes to the letter, goes to the neighbors, finds 2 sellers who said the same thing. He goes 6% to both of them. And they gave him the same pitch. Absolutely not. We're not going to do that. No MLS, no photos, no open houses, no buyers, no showings, no nothing. We'll do the deal. Done.
Yeah.
So $4 million in volume, 1 weekend, and it was just, it's amazing.
So there's the script, there's the letter you won't share with us.
Because it's the same letter that, it's just, I have a buyer, this is who they are, this is exactly what it is. I think, I tell all my coaching clients, look, if you just tell the truth on the letter, it works. Wow, the truth.
Right. Be crazy. Yeah. Who's got a question here? Who's got a thought here? Someone.
I got a thought.
Get over here. Brian, get over here.
I want to make sure people can still see Patrick, that I won't be in the way.
Don't worry.
You're good.
So with those letters, what's really good is you add on a QR code with a video from your buyer, so then they know this is actually a real guy. So no special lighting. He's sitting on the couch, and he doesn't have a lot of personality, but they can tell this is a real person.
Yeah.
So that's the add-on.
He has a personality.
Well, that's even better.
Yeah.
Coach Brian jumping in over the
Yeah, I
little
just think
box
I
over
just
there.
think the 6% was so amazing to me because, I was actually like, I've been prepping my clients. I think, Carly just did the letter and, we just did that for one of our clients, 80 homes, letter, 4 phone calls. We put the deal together. Now that homeowner's mom was an agent. So it's just a 2.5%. We got 2.5%. This is great. Awesome. Easy peasy.
1.2 million, who cares?
But the 6%, and here's the thing. It's like, I'm telling everybody, look, you're sitting on your hands at your office. You've got this highly motivated buyer and you're doing nothing and the commission check is right there. So now go out there and get that seller and talk to them and put the deal together, but be ready to negotiate is the key thing. Because I was kind of telling my clients, well, look, 3% is good, 4% is awesome. But when Adnan got the 6 and he used the iBuyer pitch, I was like, done deal.
Yeah, smart.
Game over.
And the iBuyers charge more than that.
That's right.
So he was doing him a favor. All right,
That's
so
right.
that's
That's
that
it.
was a good one, man.
That's
All right,
it.
was-
Just
all right,
get it
nice.
done.
Very,
Get it
very
done.
nice. All right, hold on.
6%
Paul's
good.
like jumping in
6%
here.
is good, but let's talk about how we can get 11% on this on one deal. 6 is good. Let's get 11. So you go talk to the seller, great, but you got your buyers that you're working with, and you've used whatever your standard is. Get the buyer agency signed at whatever your standard is. If it's 2.5, it's 3, whatever it is. But if it's not in the MLS, it's 5% because I have to go find it for you. So now you're finding off-market properties. You're bringing the buyer in at 5%. You've got the listing at 6%. You're at 11.
I'm still confused by
I'm
that.
super-
You're
I'm
gonna have to
super
go back.
Wait, I saw Carrie, Mary, turn the camera.
Yeah, I need stick people.
Okay, do it one more time.
All right. So you have your listing at 6, but your buyers that you're bringing to the table, you get your buyer agency signed at 3%, but in the notes it says 5% if not in the MLS. This works for FSBOs and it works for off-market properties. So
now it makes more sense. Yeah, those ones were like, little detail that was out of the script there.
it was in there. Replay. It was in there. Okay, so it's 5% that you're getting from the buyer if it's off-market.
Right.
And then take your listing at 6. You're now at 11.
Hey, sweet.
Check out that big Mac right on Paul. All right. Okay, Jill Biggs, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I'm like, finally, it's my turn.
Finally, it's I definitely made you wait. What's up, JB? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
How many people know you just because of your hair?
I think it's probably 50% of my business comes from my hair.
Oh, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. And hopefully you got the tips. The big thing is using the iBuyer pitch. That's it. You use the iBuyer pitch. Okay. You use the iBuyer pitch and you have to know what the iBuyers are saying. And if you've listened to me, you know that Zillow's calling 1 million homeowners every day. And their pitch is, and I'll keep saying this so that, you all can learn it and use it and feel comfortable. Uncomfortable becomes comfortable with practice and action. And so what you want to say is, I have a buyer for your house. And this means no stress. This means easy peasy, no open houses. This means no photos. This means no people trumping through your house, no MLS. And they're qualified and ready to buy your home. And I will find you a home the same way that I found them a home. And that's the pitch. So you need to learn it. You need to practice it. It may vary, of course, with the different situations that you have. But at the end of the day, it's the pitch. It's the convenience pitch. It's the convenience pitch. Honey, can you turn your phone off? So that I like. I would like that a lot. And the letter, of course, the fella came in and gave the bonus tip. When you do the letter, you put the QR code there of the video that you took of the buyer sitting on the couch saying, I really love your neighborhood and I'd like to be the one to buy your home. And I think, they can say, I love the school district or whatever. I'm qualified, but I am a real person who wants to really buy your home. And I think that speaks volumes for you and your integrity, because people are getting a lot of these letters now. I see that I get some. I know some of my teammates are getting some, people in the office, because people are saying, hey, I have a buyer for your home. And the letters they're okay, but this adds a deep level of credibility to you. And the gifts, the closing gifts, those are really important, very important that you do that. I like the fact that you take it to the office, right? And I wouldn't mail it to the office. I would take it to the office if you have an attorney that just bought a house, or, where there's going to be some other people seeing you. Otherwise, you send it to their home and you make it really, like they use the word sexy, so that the new homeowner wants to share it, on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook. And then one of the things that they didn't talk about was when you have an experience like this, you have got to start getting reviews. There's no better time to get a review than when you close the deal, whether you're on the buyer side or the seller side. And reviews are going to become more and more important as time goes on, especially with the iBuyers and the Zillows. Because when you can say, oh, Google me, and you'll see all the reviews. And that speaks volumes about, that's your reputation. And everybody knows, good morning, good morning. Everybody knows, good morning. Reputation speaks for you. And when other people are speaking for you about who you are, that creates your reputation. And reviews are a great way, especially with Google. They make it so easy. You send them the link, they click on it, and they give you a 5-star or whatever. They can, if they say something, that's even better. But you want to get as many 5-star reviews on your Google business page as possible. And then just to segue just for a second, another tip I'll tell you today about your Google business page. Don't just put your, pictures of your homes that you're selling, or, stuff that's just coming on the market. Perhaps you want to put it up there. I would do that. I would definitely go down to the Las Vegas Boulevard and take pictures of the different casinos, so that, you've got some things to show, like the fountains, maybe things like that. You can do videos. You can put videos on your Google business page. However, I would also, if you have children, some people don't want to put their children on social media. I get that. But so let's say you have pets. Take pictures of your pets and put it on your Google business page. Because somebody might just be looking at that and say, oh my gosh, I have a Boston Terrier. So you become instantly relatable. And that's another little tip for today. I'm going to let you know that we have Buffini going on today at our office. If you didn't sign up, maybe next time you can. We have a class that's 10 to noon. For 14 weeks. We're on week 3, I believe. I might have lost a week in there because I wasn't here last week. It's really weird how that happens. Anyway, I want to show you. Come on. Let me hide this. Take my solo off. There we go. Let me hide this and put this up. Okay. There we are. Okay, today we have ethics, and it's a great class. And then next week we have the Attorney General is on line 1. So great classes, and hopefully you all can be there 1 to 4 today. It's Show Me the Money, Procuring Cause. It's all about your commissions, and we look forward to seeing you. I won't be there for the Buffini class, but I will be there for the ethics class today. See you all then. Bye-bye.